They shot my father in front of me. I remember the sound, the fire, the screams. I remember holding my younger brother as our home turned into ashes. That day, everything changed. That day, I became a refugee. James Lokidichi carries more than just a scar on his head. He carries the weight of a past no child should have to endure. His father and uncle were murdered before his eyes. His mother fled with a bullet wound in her hand, and he was left behind with his little brother. Since 2011, he has never seen her again. But today, he stands on a track, running towards something greater than survival, towards a dream. He is among the hundreds of refugees training for a chance to represent the Refugee Olympic Team, a team that is not just about medals, but about proving that hope is not lost, even when the world has turned its back on you. The Refugee Olympic Team was born in 2016, a symbol of resilience in the face of war, displacement, and suffering. It was never just about sports. It was about identity, about dignity, about standing on a global stage and saying, "We exist. We matter." Since then, the team has become a beacon of hope for millions of displaced people, proving that no passport is needed to dream. James, like many others in the Kakuma refugee camp, sees this as his only way out. He trains every day, pushing his body beyond exhaustion, knowing that success is not just about him. It's about every child in Kakuma who watches him and believes, even for a moment, that escape is possible. 15-year-old Lawrence Namukiza feels the same fire in her heart. She was just a baby when her family fled the Democratic Republic of Congo, ending up in a refugee camp where survival is a daily battle. Food rations are shrinking, opportunities are disappearing, but she has found something that gives her strength: Taekwondo. They told her it was a sport for boys. They told her to stay in her place. But now she fights not just for herself, but for every girl in Kakuma who has ever been told she is not enough. She fights with the hope that one day she can take her family out of the camp, away from the hunger, the struggle, the endless waiting. The trials for the next Refugee Olympic Team are more than just competitions. They are battles for a future, for recognition, for proof that being a refugee does not mean being invisible. The International Olympic Committee, along with Kenya's National Olympic Committee, World Athletics, and the UNHCR, have come together to give these athletes a chance. Paul Turgat, a former marathon world record holder and now the president of Kenya's Olympic Committee, understands the power of sport in changing lives. No one chooses to be a refugee, he says, but when we give them this platform, we give them dignity. We remind them that they are human, that they belong. Former 800-meter world champion Janeth Jepkoske, now a coach for the refugee athletes, sees their determination firsthand. They don't just run, they run with their whole soul, she says. For them, it's not just about winning. It's about survival, about proving to the world that they are more than their past. As the sun sets over the dusty tracks of Kakuma, James and Lawrence train harder than ever, knowing that even if they don't make it to the Olympics, they have already won something far greater. They have proven that hope cannot be destroyed, that even in exile, dreams are worth chasing. For millions of refugees around the world, these athletes are more than just competitors. They are symbols of what is possible. They are reminders that no war, no displacement, no tragedy can erase the human spirit. The Refugee Olympic Team is not just about sports. It is about survival. It is about dignity. It is about proving, once and for all, that being a refugee does not mean being forgotten. If this story moved you, if you believe in the power of resilience, share your thoughts in the comments. Let's turn mindless scrolling into something meaningful, because these stories deserve to be heard.